In this video, we are going to talk about data collection aspect of our project. Now, as you know that when you're doing supervised learning, you need a lot of truth data. Truth data is basically you have an image which you can call it as X or an independent variable, and then you have a label, a class label, which will tell you whether this image is of Virat Kohli, Maria Sharapova. So that label is called Y or a target variable. You need a lot of these images to train our classifier. Now, how can you collect all these images? There are 4 different ways of collecting this. Number 1 is very obvious. You go to Google Images, start downloading these images one by one. Now this approach is very manual and labor intensive. For our project it works, we need probably 50 or more images, so it's not that bad. But if you are training a huge algorithm with so much data, then manually downloading these images might be very tough. So the second approach is you can use Python and automated test software along with Chrome driver. I found this nice article on Towards Data Science which talks about how you can scrap images from Google and how you can download them in automated way. Now I'm going to provide a link of the code. I don't want to discuss this code in detail for one specific reason. The reason is that the code is working today. I'm not sure if it's gonna work after 1 week. And this is because Google is improving their algorithms and they are trying their best so that people do not scrap their website. Web scraping in general is a very gray area in terms of legal implication. Google images are a public information, so on one hand you would think that why can't I scrape it? But if you are Google, then you don't want people to be writing these automated bots which can scrap the content. Google in fact had this issue when Bing came out. Bing started scrapping a lot of Google articles to improve their own search performance, and Google of course did not like it. Any website would not like the fact that you are web scraping their content, and they will try their best to stop you from writing this web crawler. So you have to be very mindful when you are using any automated way of scraping internet. Just keep in mind that your code might just stop working one fine day, and you have to continuously improve or continuously change that. Now in this video clip you already noticed that when we are running this program to scrap Google, it is opening a Chrome window on its own, and it is trying to download the images one by one. And at the top you notice this, that Chrome is controlled by automated testing software. Now if you know about Selenium is an automated testing software which will simulate manual actions. So it is like a computer going and clicking different things and right clicking and downloading it. So it is that paradigm. There is RPO also, which is called robotic process automation, which can be used for automating these kind of manual tasks. Third way, which I kind of suggest is probably a better way, is to use Chrome extension called fatkun. So the fatkun is something you can add it to your Chrome easily, and after that you can open a tab of Google Images and you can just say download, and it will download all the images. You can also filter based on width and height. I want to say thank you to my dear friend Ken G, who is a head of data scientist. He also runs a YouTube channel for data science, so I will provide a link of his YouTube channel. You can go check it out. He's doing some awesome work. So thank you, Ken, for suggesting me this fatkun tool. Also, I want to thank you my dear friend Debjyoti Paul, who is a data scientist at Amazon. He has helped me throughout the project. The fourth way of collecting images is to buy these images. If you are working for a big company, they will have a budget, and using that money they can even buy the images from some news website. You know, let's say you are a CNN or NDTV or Times of India. These news portals, the companies will have a lot of images, okay, and there could be another third-party vendors who might be selling those images. So the fourth option, which is by paying a price, you can buy these images. Now if you are let's say Times of India or CNN yourself, then your company will have a team, engineering team, who will have access to these images. So you can contact that team and you can get those images from that team and store it in your data warehouse. For your convenience, I have given a link below where you can just download all these images. So if you don't want to bother about all this, you can I have this ready-made data set that you can use. But if you want to play with this Google image scraping code, then I have a link, GitHub link in the video description below. Also try this fatkun tool. In the next video we are going to talk about data cleaning and feature engineering.